ChatGPT. Relate ACIM to the movie Whiplash. Whiplash through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM. Whiplash is a gripping exploration of ambition, perfectionism, achievement, identity, approval, and the cost of seeking worth through performance. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM, it becomes a powerful study of the ego's relentless pursuit of specialness and the question of whether greatness can ever bring the peace we truly seek. At its heart, the movie asks, what are you willing to sacrifice to become extraordinary? ACIM asks a different question. Why do you believe you need to become extraordinary in order to be worthy? The pursuit of specialness. Andrew's driving motivation is greatness. He wants to be exceptional, recognized, remembered, admired. The ego thrives on specialness. It constantly compares, ranks, measures, competes. ACIM teaches that specialness is the ego's substitute for God's love. The ego says, I matter because I am better. I matter because I stand out. I matter because I achieve. The movie brilliantly exposes the emotional cost of this pursuit. Worth through performance. Andrew gradually ties his self-worth to his performance. Success feels like value. Failure feels like worthlessness. The ego always links identity to outcomes. ACIM teaches that worth is established by God and cannot be increased or diminished. Achievement may change circumstances. It does not change identity. The movie repeatedly shows how unstable life becomes when self-worth depends upon performance. The voice of judgment. Terence Fletcher can be viewed symbolically as the voice of the ego, demanding, critical, never satisfied, always pushing, always judging. The ego continually whispers, not enough, work harder, try again, you haven't earned love yet. ACIM teaches that this voice is not our true teacher. The Holy Spirit's guidance is firm but never condemning. The contrast between these two voices forms the heart of the movie. Perfectionism. Perfectionism appears throughout the story. The ego believes perfection is something to achieve, something to prove, something to earn. ACIM teaches something radically different. Perfection is already given because our true identity remains as God created it. The ego's perfectionism is rooted in lack. The Holy Spirit's vision rests upon wholeness. The movie demonstrates how exhausting it is to chase perfection through effort alone. Sacrifice. Andrew sacrifices relationships, balance, health, peace, joy, all in service of a goal. ACIM teaches that sacrifice is a hallmark of the ego's thought system. The ego believes that gaining one thing requires losing another. The Holy Spirit teaches that love does not require sacrifice. The movie continually asks whether the achievement is worth the cost. Fear as motivation. Much of Andrew's growth comes through fear. Fear of failure, fear of humiliation, fear of inadequacy. The ego often uses fear as fuel. ACIM teaches that fear can motivate action, but it cannot bring peace. Anything built upon fear eventually carries fear within it. The movie powerfully explores this dynamic. The search for approval. Beneath the ambition lies a deeper desire to be seen, to be recognized, to be valued. The ego seeks approval from the world because it doubts its own worth. ACIM teaches that approval is unnecessary when worth is already known. The movie repeatedly illustrates the instability of seeking validation from external sources. The final performance. The climactic performance can be interpreted in different ways. From an ego perspective, it is triumph, victory, recognition, achievement. From an ACIM perspective, a deeper question remains, has peace been found? The movie intentionally leaves that question open. Achievement has occurred. Whether fulfillment has occurred is less certain. The central reflection, the ego watches Whiplash and asks, how do I become great? The Holy Spirit watches Whiplash and asks, what if my worth does not depend on greatness? Viewed through ACIM, the movie becomes a profound exploration of ambition, identity, and specialness. Andrew's journey reveals both the power and the danger of seeking value through achievement. The deepest message may be, the ego believes worth must be earned through performance, achievement, and recognition. The Holy Spirit reminds us that worth is already established and cannot be improved upon. Great accomplishments may impress the world, but peace comes only from remembering the value that was never absent to begin with. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.